Nick and I have presented our story from 1 minute to a whole day, and what we try and do is find out how our story best fits in with your event.
We tell our story through sharing the evolution of Orange Sky, from two blokes in Brisbane with a crazy idea of chucking some machines in a van to an Australia-wide organisation with over 800 volunteers.
I want you all to imagine for a second, if it's possible to imagine that tonight you are actually homeless.
Orange Sky started in October 2014, and Lucas and I never thought that we'd have the privilege to present and share our story, nor would Orange Sky grow to what it has done today. But we believe through doing things differently, we've been able to break into a very competitive market and create a massive impact in a short time.
We really hope to inspire and encourage people who hear our story to have that persistence, have that resilience, to follow their dreams through and just to give it a crack.
So we had a really crazy dream. We wanted to improve the hygiene standards of the homeless.
Apart from sharing our startup story, we talk about where we want to grow to. Orange Sky wants to help people every minute of the day, but we constantly need to look at the ways that we can challenge ourselves to do things better, and that's what we try and do with our audiences, is excite them, motivate them and challenge them to look at what you're doing now, but what can be done better in the future to deliver a better product, to deliver a better service, or to help more people in the community.
We share lots of stories of our homeless friends that have been impacted by Orange Sky services all over Australia, whether that's one of our first ever washes in Brisbane or a wash that happened just last week. Really telling those stories provides a unique perspective to our presentation.
Now, Neville's 46, he's been a fruit picker all around Australia, and he's one of the nicest guys that Nick and I have the absolute privilege of knowing.
Nick and I love starting our presentations with a game called Baskets Up, Baskets Down. It's a really simple game that gets people moving, gets people laughing and starts conversations.
People always remember baskets up, baskets down. It's such a great way to start the talk.
Nick and I have been known as the laundry boys, so as such we always bring our laundry along with us, as well as our trusty Hills Hoist clothesline. This clothesline's been all the way to Morocco, it's been across to Perth and all over Australia to present our story. Our clothesline's got custom printed garments on it with key words, key pictures, key facts. It helps us continually engage with the audience, whether they're school kids, members of a massive corporation or anything in between. Clothing is a really unique way to engage with people.
Sunshine Coast van's name is Sudsy, yes.
It takes us about 15 minutes to set up the clothesline. Lucas usually does all the hanging. I usually hang out doing nothing, but we do need some time to set that up. We only need 3 metres by 3 metres to operate, but it's also like a big umbrella. It needs a base, it needs to be carried onto stage. So if we're presenting before or after someone, that does need to be taken into consideration.
We can also present without the clothesline. Sometimes it is a bit daunting having it in a boardroom or in those smaller rooms, so we can just use our trusty pop-up washing machine and all the garments that keeps people engaged in a different way, but without the daunting nature of the clothesline.
Through that narrative of telling our story, we also use audio-visual to complement those stories. We've got some great videos and photos of our homeless friends and our volunteers all around the world sharing their story.
Getting in touch with the community again, talking to people.
We usually bring our presentation on a MacBook computer. That presentation does require audio.
Those audio-visual requirements are really important in helping us tell our story. Having those homeless friends on the screen, sharing their stories, giving them a voice is really important to our presentation. We talk about empowering people, and without those videos we're not able to do that.
We're looking for whatever hope we can.
What Nick and I talk about is the power of a conversation, so at the end we really like engaging in that conversation with the audience members by facilitating a quick question and answer. People have questions from how do the vans get fitted out to where does the name come from, and all these little things in between, but having that opportunity to have that conversation is something really important and a really strong way to finish. Your event can also have a massive impact on our homeless friends' lives. If you're doing merchandise, we can work with you to custom screen print t-shirts, bags or any other merchandise that you want, all made by our homeless friends in Brisbane, and really improve that story and that tie-in with Orange Sky at the event. By sharing our story at your event, we not only get to inspire your audiences, but they get to hear about our work and continue to spread the Orange Sky message.